Hi, I'm Jennifer, and this is TV Talk. And this is a new series. Well, not new series, but it's a new series for this TV Talk, these TV Talk videos. And it is called Big O. And it is a Japanese animated series, or Japanese anime series, that was made in 1999 and then had a second season made in 2003. So before we get started, I'm just going to say one thing. This was originally released in Japan, and then it was English dubbed for America, but I will only be talking, when I get into the voice actors, I will only be talking about the American voice actors, not the Japanese voice actors. But if you want to know who did the Japanese voice actors, feel free to look them up on Wikipedia. Now, Big O is set in a place called Paradigm City, which is a post-apocalyptic city. And the series takes place 40 years after a disaster that caused everyone in Paradigm City to lose their memories. And it basically tells the story of Roger Smith, who is a negotiator. And he is voiced by Stephen Blum, I believe is how you say his last name. And his thing is he goes in and he negotiates basically anything. And he prides himself on his negotiating skills and being a gentleman. His most recent negotiating assignment is to negotiate with some kidnappers for the release of a young lady. And she turns out to be an android. And then she comes to, named R. Dorothy Wainwright, and all of the androids in this series have R in front of them. And she comes to him later on and asks, and she's voiced by Leah Sargent, and she asks for his protection. And he agrees to help. Now, before they leave, right after she comes and asks for his help, he is visited by Dan Dostin, who is a major with the military police, and they are the police force of Paradigm City. And he's voiced by Peter Lurr, and he gives him some kind of like something about a disturbance at a factory, and Roger goes to investigate, and Dorothy comes with him. And then they're attacked by the kidnapper, Jason Beck, who is referred to throughout most of the series as Beck, voiced by Bob Charles, and then Dorothy disappears. Well, no, she doesn't disappear. Then after they draw his fire, Roger's butler, Norman, who is voiced by Milton James, informs him that there's a disturbance in one of the domes, and the domes are like the high-class areas where, the rich people live. And they go to investigate, and there's a giant robot attacking the men, and Roger calls on his alter ego, Big O, who is this huge robot, like probably skyscraper, well, not skyscraper, but really big robot, known as the Megaduce. For any of you who have watched the original Power Rangers, it's probably proportionately the same size as the Megazord in that show. Like how big that's supposed to be, that's how big Big O is supposed to be. And whatnot. But this is a two-parter, so they don't get into too much into that. So I'm really going to get more into that in next week in the second episode. Really good. It sets up the series very well as you meet the main characters, Roger, Dorothy, Major Dostin, Norman, And we see Big O. Now, Big O's not voiced by anybody because he doesn't say anything. But we do see Big O and whatnot. And in the next episode, they get more into, you know, how Big O pops up and everything. And a little more into what's going on with the case. But again, it's a really good TV show. First one catches your interest, and then it picks up from there. The whole premise of the show is basically based around memories, as everybody has basically lost their memories. And they will introduce more characters later on. I will get to them when they come in. But all in all, really good show. I really like it. I highly recommend watching it if you're into Japanese animation. So I'm going to leave it at that. We will pick up in the next episode, which will be next week, next Thursday. Feel free to leave your comments in the comment section. That helps me out a lot with these videos. Also, like and subscribe. That helps me out a lot. And feel free to check out my How to Train Your Dragon, or Dragons Riders of Berk TV talk videos. And my movie talk videos and my book talk videos as well. And that's about it. I'm Jennifer, and I will see you next time.